to be describing what a headlight is supposed to do first and foremost before we even talk about the line. So we're providing a chart here on the wall that has a solid line up on top marked headlight. In a perfect world, a low beam is supposed to stay below that line, so therefore most of your effective light is staying on the road and not disturbing the oncoming traffic. Then we also have the dashed line down below. That's where a fog light or the passing lamp in the motorcycle world should stay below. We're demonstrating a couple of the lights that we have in here. So the first thing that I want to turn on is our standard series light. That's the entry level to the light bulb replacement. That's our standard series in the low beam. The accuracy, the beam accuracy that Cyron uses to describe the effectiveness of the light bulb for that particular bulb is 70%. So that means 70% of the light stays on the road where it belongs. There is a little bit of haziness above the solid line, and that's just because of the limitation of the LED chip technology itself. I'm going to switch to our next model up, which is our Elite series light bulbs. As you notice, more of the beam stays below the line. This bulb is a 90% beam accuracy, so theoretically it's as good as it can get. There's no such thing as 100%, really. And I'll compare a couple more times. I'll go back and forth. That's the standard series. That's the Elite series. The difference is pretty obvious. I'm going to switch to high beam now. So high beam for Elite series, high beam for standard. The next one that I'm going to demonstrate is actually our integrated series. That's the lights that are also referred to as sealed beam, so there's no bulb in there. Everything is encompassed in one body. The advantage that we gain by going to the integrated series is we're not at the mercy of the reflector anymore. So the lensing and the LED and the secondary projection is all into one body. In that case, I can control the beam a lot better than just using a reflector lens. So again, back on the chart, what we're going to look at is how well an Urban 7 does for a road headlight. As you can tell, the width of the beam is substantially wider. It does a very good job of creating a very flat line below the solid headlight line that we're supposed to see. The accuracy of such a light is at 90% or better. And I'm going to throw this on high beam. This is where the real big difference is, because in the case of the Urban, we have 5 LED elements that take care of the low beam, but in high beam we have 8 elements that just do the high beam. Very nice, tall beam, stays down the center of the road. It's a great light even around the turns, giving you a longer visibility. I'll switch back to low beam again and high beam. Now, the low beam added with the passing lamps, which most of the full dressers have, this is the light effect that we can have. Now we have a lot more visibility up front, closer to the bike. The headlight does the job of throwing the light further out down the road.